When I started mini importation, I often wonder how some people are getting very cheap products from China, because the prices that I am buying from China are the prices that they are selling back in my country. So that's why I'm making this video, to explain how some people are getting very cheap products from China by understanding how to source, negotiate, and ship directly from Chinese wholesale supplier. So if you watch this video to the end, you will be able to understand how you can be able to do this by yourself, and you will be able to get cheap products from China. Now, what are some of the things that they do? The first thing that they do is they buy directly from Chinese wholesale platform. Now, we'll mention some of the platforms that they actually use to buy these items from. The first is the 1688. The 1688, because it's mostly for the domestic Chinese market, and you always need a translator or an agent to be able to use it. The next one that they use is the Taobao. With the Taobao, it's mostly like, Taobao is almost like similar to eBay. Okay, if you want a single item, you can easily use Taobao. Now, the next one is Alibaba. The Alibaba is mostly for bulk or people that are going, or it's mostly for bulk or international buyers, or people that wants to brand and so on. So you can easily use Alibaba. The next one is Pindodo. So with Pindodo, Pindodo is cheap, and it's extremely cheap if you buy in groups. So you can group yourself and you buy. And once the goods arrive your country, you can split them within yourself. So Pindodo also is good. It's another platform that they use to source for their item. Now, 6088 is often cheaper than Alibaba. So you can choose which of them to use, because 6088 is mostly used by the local Chinese retailers. So that's why it's cheaper than the Alibaba. So many of these Chinese people, they'll use an agent. You can use an agent or a translation tool to be able to use 1688. Okay, either of them. If you want an agent or translator tool, you can use it. Now, the next one is they use sourcing agent. So some of them, especially people that are buying in bulk, they always use sourcing agent. What does this sourcing agent do for you? Now, this sourcing agent will help you to find the best supplier, handle the shipping and custom, negotiate price, and check the quality of the product. So this is some of the things that these agents will do for you. And most of these agents, they speak both English and Chinese, so they understand how to negotiate with the supplier, and they always charge for a fee. So it's not bad. And why do they do this? It will reduce the risks, okay, and negotiate the prices at a very low rate. So agents already understand how to communicate with this supplier. And another thing is they buy in bulk. So most of them, they buy in bulk beyond minimum order. The more you buy, the cheaper you get. Okay, most supplier always like to offer volume discount. So you cannot be buying one item and you're expecting supplier to give you a discount. So that's another thing that they often do. Some of them, they team up and buy. Yeah, just like I mentioned on Pindodo, you can group yourself and you buy. So once you team up, you meet up with the minimum order quantity, and you also get a discount. So that's some of the things that they use to be able to get these cheap products that they sell in your country for a very cheap rate. Okay, all right. The next thing is negotiation. They know how to negotiate. If you already understand from the top to this level without using an agent, you know how to negotiate the prices. Okay, now prices are often negotiated on platforms like 6088 or Alibaba. Experienced buyers know how to bargain, ask for samples, and build long-term relationships. So if you already gotten the experience, you know how to do this by yourself without using an agent. But those that don't know how to do it, or those that are loading containers that they don't know how to communicate in Chinese, they always look for agents here in China that can do that for them. Okay. The next thing is they use the cheapest shipping method. They always choose the cheapest shipping method that will suit for their goods. Now, what are some of the shipping method that they use? They use the sea. We know that the sea is the cheapest, but it takes a very long time, so it's slow. So it will also take a very long time. Now, another one that they use is the air. We know that the air is expensive, but it's very fast, so it's faster than the sea. Another one that I came to know about is the e-packing. They say e-packing is mostly for light items or small items, and this one also is affordable. I will still make more research on that. So these are the method that they use. They always choose, they always ask their supplier, and more people will suggest to them, and they already understand the market, they already understand the good, so they'll know which method to use. Another thing that they do is they avoid the middlemen. They try as much as possible to avoid the middlemen, so as to cut out all those charges, that the extra fee that they have added on the good. So they avoid the middlemen, or they go directly to the supplier. Okay, all these drop shippers and the rest, they will always avoid them. Okay, now the next thing that they do is they understand the knowledge. They have the knowledge of the Chinese local market and the timing. This one is very important. Whether you're going in for wholesale or you're going in just for single items, you need to understand the Chinese market cycle. It's very, very important, especially if you've built a long-term relationship with them. Like, let's say, for example, during the Chinese New Year, you know that during the Chinese New Year, they always offer this volume discount. So if you've built up that long relationship with them, they always communicate with you to let you know when there is a discount. Now, also another thing that they avoid is the Chinese national holidays. Chinese people don't play with their holidays. So during the holidays, there always be delay. Okay, so they always avoid all those things. All right. So one another thing that they use is some of them, they either visit China, or they attend the fair, the trade fair, which will be in October. Okay, you'll be in October. So if you're opportune, you can attend it, and you will be able to meet the suppliers directly. Understand that this cartoon fair are supplied top-notch suppliers, not these drop shippers and the rest. Okay, so you meet the suppliers directly, you touch and taste the products, and you get direct deals on the spot. Okay, so you also get the Chinese, the suppliers contact and the rest, and you can, from there you can keep on build your long-term relationship with some of these suppliers. So these are some of the things that they actually do, nothing much. Okay, so if you've understand to this level, you are a step away to start getting cheap products from China. So if you want to start sourcing products from China, cheap products from China, I can help you, guide you step by step, depending on what product that you want to import. So let me know in the comment section, what product do you want to import? I can guide you on that. So thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Until then, see you in my next video. Bye bye.